Hi friends, welcome to GPSTR CTT channel. From now onwards, I'm solving Karnataka TET biology questions from 2014 to 2020. In detail, I am explaining. In that first question, which one of the following is a true fish? Actually, this question is a related question. It is not asked in exam, but the second question is asked. But this question I am explaining to explain the concept. Which one of the following is a true fish? One is jellyfish, starfish, dogfish, and silverfish. Answer is dogfish. First, we have to know what are the criteria to call it as a fish. Not all fishes named by the fishes they are not fishes. A fish means any animal having backbone and gills throughout the life and has a limbs. Means it should have gills throughout its life. That aquatic animals called as fish. In that first, dogfish is the true fish because it possesses cartilaginous skeleton. But jellyfish is not a true fish because it don't have a gills and fins and it should be vertebrata. A starfish is also not a true fish because it is a star-shaped aquatic animal stuck to a surface. It's not a fish. And the same silverfish is not a true fish because it's an aquatic insect. It's not a fish, it's an aquatic insect. This example you have to remember. Example for true fishes are seahorses because they breathe through gills, live in water. And also dogfish is as I've told that dogfish is a true fish. Tuna, salmon, sharks, these are all example for true fishes. And note what are not true fishes. That examples are whales, dolphins, shellfish, starfish, silverfish, jellyfish, cuttlefish. They are not true fishes. Now this question is asked in 2014 Karnataka TET. Which is the following animals found in marine habitat is a real fish? In that, as I told, the shellfish, starfish, and whale, these are not true fishes because they are not obey the criteria for to call it as a fish. Seahorse is as I explained in this above, seahorse is a true fish because it's having gills throughout the life and live in water. Therefore, it's called as a true fish. Now, the way of correct sequences of reflexes arc in the living things. First, in that receptor first, then sensory neurons, associative neurons, and then motor neurons, then effectors. This sequence you have to remember. This is also asked in 2014. A natural phenomenon that becomes harmful due to the pollution is global warming, ecological balance, greenhouse effect, desertification. In that, mainly due to pollution is greenhouse effect. As you know that greenhouse effect is simply we can explain that greenhouse effect in that what will happen whatever heat is escaping from Earth's surface now, that heat is trapped by the greenhouse gases like water vapor uh, and carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and other uh, greenhouse gases that they trap the heat. So therefore the temperature of the earth increases. This effect is greenhouse effect. This is mainly because of this pollution by this greenhouse gases. Now greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, CFCs. And here one thing you have to note that carbon monoxide is not a greenhouse gas. This you have to remember. Macroelement of blood plasma is magnesium. Then chemical substance used to detect starch present in food is iodine solution. This is for starch. For glucose, Benedict solution. Copper solution is for protein in biuret test. Ferrous sulfate is for nitrogen. Now, which type of vitamin is suggested by a doctor to his patient who is suffering from a malfunction of liver? In that, all options we have to see. Vitamin A for eyes. Its scientific name is retinol, and deficiency lead to night blindness. Vitamin K for blood clotting. Its scientific name is phylloquinol. This deficiency leads to hemophilia. This is the answer. Vitamin E is used for malfunction of liver. To treat liver, we use vitamin E. The scientific name is tocopherol, and deficiency as I told that it's also cause ataxia, neurological problems. Then vitamin B1, this is for glucose metabolism. This is called scientific name thiamine deficiency lead to beriberi. Name the procedure for preparing manure using earthworms. That is answer is vermiculture. Means preparing manure using earthworms. Apiculture for beekeeping, sericulture for silkworms cultivation, aquaculture for breeding, rearing of harvesting of fishes and other aquatic animals. Now, which is the excretory organ of liver fluke? They have given 4 options in that. First option is kidney. Kidney means in mammals and amphibians, example human, frogs and whales. Flame cells is for platyhelminthes, example planaria, liver fluke and tapeworm. So answer is flame cell. Flame cell. And nephridia for annelidans, that examples are earthworm, leeches, lugworms, and Malpighian tubules for arthropods, example lobsters, crabs, spiders and scorpions. Next, name the deficiency factor that causes kwashiorkor. Protein deficiency lead to kwashiorkor diseases. Carbohydrate deficiency lead to hypoglycemia, that means sugar level in blood decreases. Fat means eating disorder, and cystic fibrosis, this leads to deficiency of fat. Vitamin means rickets. Vitamin D deficiency lead to rickets. For vitamin B1 beriberi, vitamin C scurvy. The bioindicator of air pollution, its answer is lichen, algae, fungi, bacteria. Lichens means they're a combination of fungi and algae. They are having symbiotic relation, means one is providing shelter, another is providing food. They have symbiotic association. Fungal partner protects algae by retention of water, and algae provides food and shelter to fungi. This is the main answer. And also they may ask lichens are used for making litmus paper. This also you have to remember. Lichens grow in a fresh or unpolluted water. Now I will tell how lichens are act as a bioindicators. Lichens grow in a fresh or unpolluted water. If air quality is not good, lichens will not grow, indicating air is polluted mainly by sulfur dioxide. If lichens will not see any lichens in that region, means it is highly polluted. That's why these are pollution sensitive. That's why they will not grow. That indicates air quality of that environment. Therefore they are indicating pollution. They are called as bioindicators of air pollution. Friends, I have discussed 10 questions, and remaining 10 questions, I think remaining 10 to 15 questions are there up to 2020, that I will make separate video. Please subscribe to my channel GPSTR CTT. Thank you friends.